It's time to go over our top 20 running backs for 2024, and we do have some moving pieces, so we need to get into it. As you see right here, not a lot of changes in my top 5. Number 1, Christian McCaffrey. If he stays healthy, he's going to outscore everybody by a lot. So he's on an offense right now in the 49ers. They're going to win a lot of football games. They have a very good defense. They're going to be winning. Positive game script. Christian McCaffrey, run left, run right, run up the middle, catch the football, catch the screens, on the touchdowns. Doesn't matter. Christian McCaffrey does it all. He can break any play for a big touchdown. Christian McCaffrey just gives you a plethora. I don't have to sit here all day long and convince you guys that Christian McCaffrey is the number 1 running back in fantasy football. I think pretty widely known. It's understood that he is the man. He's the one that everybody wants to get. It just scares you sometimes. Will he stay off the injury bug? He is on the Madden cover. We have to remember. Matter of fact, leave a comment down below. How many of you guys are superstitious about the Madden cover? I'm really curious to see how many of you guys actually are. But for me, I'm still drafting Christian McCaffrey as my number 1 running back. I like him here. Easy, set it and forget it. My number 2 running back, Bijan Robinson. I think he will be the leader in rushing yards, total yards as far as rushing goes in the football world, right? I think that he's going to produce many football fantasy points for you. I think Kirk Cousins coming over to the offense is going to kind of open up the playbook. Arthur Smith getting the heck away from there, I think is going to be the best thing that happened from Bijan Robinson. Now, I know there's a little reports out there saying, oh, Tyler Algier is going to be more involved. He's going to be a major part into this offense. Don't listen to the cock-a-doodoo. I think Bijan Robinson is going to be absolutely phenomenal for fantasy football. And if you get him as your RB1, you're gonna have to pick a first round pick to get Bijan Robinson, but I think it'll be worth it. I think he's gonna be a good one to have in 2024. Move right along here at number 3. We're going over Breece Hall. This whole offense should be better. Mind you, if Aaron Rodgers stays healthy, he should be able to tote the ball for an offense that should be clicking on all cylinders with Aaron Rodgers at the helm. They should be in a lot of positive game scripts. They have a very good defense on that other side. Should be ready to rock and roll with with Breece Hall running the football a lot. So be confident in Breece Hall and what he can give you if you're taking him in the first round. Be confident. You have a set it and forget it type of running back that's going to give you plenty of fantasy points. I like him here at number 3. Coming here at number 4, Jonathan Taylor. He is healthy and strong. He's got a Anthony Richardson that is healthy and strong. I think this can happen. I like Jonathan Taylor this season. We have to remember, just not too long ago, he was the number 1 fantasy running back in all of football. He can do that again. He can be up there. I had to put him here at number 4 for me. I just think he's in an offense right now that can help him produce a lot of fantasy points. And sometimes you can get him in the 2nd round. I think that's an absolute steal. Go get yourself some Jonathan Taylor. I think you'll be happy that you did. Coming in at number 5, we're going on Saquon Barkley, coming into an offense with the Philadelphia Eagles that he was paid to come in here and run the football. We see people like Miles Sanders, we see DeAndre Swift, all these guys get over 1,000 yards rushing. You don't think Saquon Barkley can eclipse that and some? Absolutely. He's going to be able to get his running ball. I think they're not going to do a lot of the tush push as much as they did last season, the season before. They got Saquon Barkley for a reason. If you're at the 2, 3, 4 yard line, they're not going to be tush pushing it up the middle without Jason Kelsey. They're going to be handing the ball off to Saquon Barkley, letting him running in and punching into the end zone. I like Saquon Barkley for 2024. Coming here at number 6, we're going over with King Henry, right? Going to an offense where we just saw Gus Edwards rush for 13 rushing touchdowns. I think Henry right now is going to absolutely kill it. The lines right now, I believe, is at 10.5 rushing touchdowns. He's going to smash that. He's going to run for so many touchdowns. It's going to be crazy. This offense, they're not going to be able to stack the box against Derrick Henry. They do that, and Lamar Jackson's going to absolutely destroy them. So they're going to have to play a more conservative type of defense around the Ravens, and I think Derrick Henry is going to run all over this. Man, if he could be one of my number 1 running back on my fantasy teams at all times, get him somewhere in the 2nd round or something like that, I would be ecstatic to grab Derrick Henry. He is going to be a beast for fantasy football. Now, coming here at number 7, a running back that I had to jump up a spot. That's Travis Etienne. I know that, people are saying, hey, look, is he going to have more competition in this backfield, right? Is this going to happen? Is Tank Bigsby going to take the leap? Look, Travis Etienne is the man in this backfield. He's going to provide a lot of fantasy points, and he's falling right now a lot of times. You can get him maybe early in the 3rd round, and it wouldn't be a surprise to me. Early on, he was going in the 2nd round, so It's just Travis Etienne, somebody I think can give you a consistent amount of numbers. He's probably not going to give you those crazy breakout games like a Christian McCaffrey or anything like that, but I think he gives you good enough points. He's probably the first person in the second tier for me, right? So my top 6 running backs is like a tier of their own, and then I have Travis Etienne right here. And speaking about a tier of their own, the guy coming right below him at number 8, Isaiah Pacheco, I had to bump him up a couple spots. We have to face it, he has become a major part in the Chiefs offense, right? So we saw that going towards the end of last season, and even into the playoffs, you saw Pacheco get 20 plus carries a game. They were giving him the football, they were feeding him the rock, and they found success doing so all the way to a championship. So I think it's going to continue in 2024. You're going to see Isaiah Pacheco be a major part of the Chiefs offense, which means he's going to have a plethora of fantasy points for you and your fantasy team in 2024. I like Isaiah Pacheco at number 8, but when things come up, things have to come down. So we're going number 9, Jahmyr Gibbs, bumped him down a couple spots. Yeah, it's the injury. Will that injury linger into the season? We don't know. So not only he has the injury to worry about, he's also got David Montgomery over there to compete with touches. I just don't like this situation. I like Jahmyr Gibbs' talent, and I like the way he runs the football. My problem is that he has now an injury and he's fighting someone for touches. So the situation isn't ideal for a running back that you guys are maybe even taking in the first round, early second round. It's just not worth it with Jahmyr Gibbs. You're not getting the return on investment that you should be getting when you draft somebody so high. So Jahmyr Gibbs, easily number 9 for me. Let's move right along here at number 10. Another guy just bumping down another spot, but somebody I do like is Rachaad White. He's just a running back that's going to be the only guy for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He is the man. It is what it is, right? So no one's really competing, right? Whether they thought it was maybe Sean Tucker or Chase Edmonds, who knows? They drafted Bucky Irvin this year. Will he be the guy coming in and taking touches away? At the end of the day, Rachaad White does it all, especially if you're in a half PPR or full PPR league. He's giving you plenty enough points to be your number 1 running back if you have to have him that way. If you can somehow get Rachaad White as your running back too, whoa, mamma mia, man, you're doing really, really good with that. So Rachaad White, easily number 10 for me. Coming here at number 11, somebody had to bump up a couple spots, Alvin Kamara. He's going to be the guy for the Saints. We saw Kendre Miller. He just can't stay healthy whatsoever. They have an aging Jamal Williams behind him as well. This is all Alvin Kamara. He is a set it and forget it running back. He is the major focal point of this offense, whether or not be running the football or catching the football. He does a little bit of everything. Derek Carr is going to have to get this guy more involved. He had a good season last year, and he really wasn't even involved with Derek Carr. I think he gets the memo. He's going to have to get Alvin Kamara. If they want to be successful in the New Orleans Saints, they have to get Alvin Kamara the ball. I think he's going to have a huge season this year. It wouldn't surprise me if he's ended up as a top 5 overall fantasy football running back by the end of 2024. I think he'll be that involved into his offense, but I had to bump him up here right outside of my top 10. I do like Alvin Kamara this season. Coming in at number 12, we're going over Kyren Williams. Had to bump him down 1. I think that Blake Corum coming here, that running back out of Michigan, is going to hurt Kyren Williams a little bit more than what people think. People know of Kyren Williams being the bell cow guy. He's the only guy in this backfield. Well, he's not the only guy in the backfield anymore. I think Blake Corum has plenty enough talent to take away some touches from Kyren Williams to where he's not this workload type of back. I still have him obviously in my top 12. He is still RB1 for me. I do like him. I just have a problem with how high people are drafting him, right? I'm seeing him go into the second round right now, and you're drafting somebody that's not going to have the 20 plus carries a game. That's just not going to happen with the Rams. You got a healthier Cooper Kupp. They're going to be throwing the football. Matthew Stafford's last hurrah. And they got a nice rookie in Blake Corum to back up Kyren Williams. You're not going to see 20 plus touches or carries from Kyren Williams in 2024. I just don't see it, but I still got him here at number 12. Coming at number 13, somebody who also bumped down a spot, Kenneth Walker. Again, another running back that I really do like. Got a new coaching staff here, got a new whole offensive coordinator. Everybody is completely different. Nobody needs to be worried about Charbonnet. I don't think he's going to take off any carries from Kenneth Walker. He is the man. Even when Kenneth Walker was injured last season, Charbonnet came in at the starting running back. We didn't see the flashes that we needed to see from Charbonnet to say, hey, look, he could be competing for touches from Kenneth Walker. No. This is Kenneth Walker's team. He is the number 1 running back for this team. Easily number 13 for me. Coming at number 14, I just bumped up another spot because we see him bulking up. That's Devin A-Chain, somebody who can break away a complete season. I mean, he has probably the highest ceiling of any running backs, and that's to include Christian McCaffrey. He can break a 70-yard touchdown run like it's no tomorrow, and he is blazing fast. The thing is his small frame, and that's probably why he's bulking up a little bit in this offseason. He's injury prone. He is an injury prone running back. And if he can fix that, I would have him easily in my top 10, probably in my top 8 running backs. I like him that much. My problem is that when you're taking somebody this high in your drafts, I've said this before with Jahmyr Gibbs and everybody else that I've been saying, but he is just injury prone. If you're taking a first, a second, maybe even early 3rd round pick, grabbing Devin Achane, and he's not on the field scoring points for you, and he's not producing, then what are you doing? You're wasting a draft pick. That's my only problem with Devin Achane. And he's in a crowded backfield. We have Raheem Mostert and Jalen Wright there as well, the rookie out of Tennessee. There's a lot of things going there, right? And it's not just a running happy, pass happy team. You've also got, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle on the outside that needs to be fed as well. So there's a lot of moving parts into this offense. So Devin Achane, as soon as Mostert retires and he can show that he can stay healthy, he'll definitely climb onto my ranking. So number 15, taking a step back here, is Zach Moss. I still think he gets 16 to 18 touches every single game. I don't like that Chase Brown is being rumored as, hey, this is the guy that's going to be taking over a lot of touches from Zach Moss. I just don't see that being the case. I think this is Zach Moss's team. He's going to get the opportunity to be the man for an offense. We saw what he did in limited time over there with the Colts when Jonathan Taylor got injured. I think Zach Moss could be a great running back. He's a little bit cheaper, a little less younger version of Joe Mixon, right? That's what he is, and he has home run ability. So I'm really interested to see what he can provide for teams in 2024. Coming here at number 16, speak of the devil, Joe Mixon. He's got his new team over there with the Houston Texans. I don't think he's going to be as involved as he was with the Bengals, because the offense is crazy good, right? I mean, we're talking about, we got CJ Stroud there with they re-signed Dalton Schultz at the tight end position, and then you look at all the plethora of wide receivers: Nico Collins, Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell. They've got to feed a lot of mouths, but I think that's going to help Joe Mixon get his yards on less total carries. So I think overall Joe Mixon could be a solid fantasy output player for you. Get him on your team, set it, forget it. I think you'll be happy that you did. Number 17, Ramondre Stevenson. Again, he's going to be the number 1 guy. Ezekiel Elliott is out of there. He went over there back to Dallas. Ramondre Stevenson is the 1A type of guy, going more to a zone read type of offense where they can start running the ball more efficiently the way that Stevenson likes to be done. They did get Antonio Gibson into the offseason as well. Really kind of a 3rd down back type of role if they need somebody to catch the football. But other than that, it's going to be Ramondre Stevenson toting the rock, being the man for this team. And even if you had Ramondre Stevenson as your number 1 running back, I think I wouldn't be too mad at that. I think he can provide that. If you had somebody like, maybe Ramondre Stevenson, David Montgomery together, I think it could be a good 1-2 punch for your backfield. So I'm not really mad at that. So number 18, James Cook, another running back that I do like this season. We have to see what this offense is all about. What is this offense going to look like with a whole new pass catching regime other than Dalton Kincaid, right? So will they rely more on the running game? Will they give Cook more involved? They did get Ray Davis, the rookie running back out of Kentucky. He could be more of a goal line back. He has a skill set of being a 3-down back. Ray Davis is very good. I had a high grade on him coming out of college. So we'll see. Is he going to steal more touches from James Cook? I just think that there's a combination of why I have James Cook at 18. He's got another running back there with him that's highly touted. I'm very high on this guy. And the offense. We don't know how the offense is going to look. Is this going to be more of a pass catch type of team? Are they going to be losing a lot of games, so Josh Allen's going to take it more with his legs and his arm? Or are they going to be able to hand the football off with James Cook? It is a wait and see approach for me. That's why I have him here at number 18. Number 19, we're bumping up one more, and that's probably to the injury. Because of the injury of Jahmyr Gibbs, we're talking about David Montgomery. He is a big part of this offense. He gets a lot of touchdowns in this offense. And if Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be injured, I think David Montgomery, if he is the man for the Lions, if injuries happen throughout the season with Gibbs, man, he is going to blow ADP out the door and win you some weeks. I like what David Montgomery can provide for this Lions offense. Last but not least, let's talk about number 20. Drop down a spot. That's going to be Aaron Jones. Again, very good and consistent type of running back. He's a very efficient type of running back. Will he stay healthy? That's the biggest issue. Will Ty Chandler chew into a lot of his workload? It could be more of a 1-2 punch instead of just being Aaron Jones's backfield with Ty Chandler spelling him from time to time. So if they have more of a split workload like a Najee Harris and Jalen Warren does, Aaron Jones might even fall out of my top 20. But I'm curious to see what happens in 2024. Guys, the season is really close to us. But guys, that is our top 20 running backs. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, hit the subscribe button, really helps out. Leave a comment down below. Who did I miss in the top 20 that you believe should be in here? And who is the best player that you guys seen in my top 20? Who are you guys excited to draft? Guys, we are here pumping out videos each and every week, right? We want to best help you win a championship. That's what we do right here at the Bayou Bingo Fantasy Network, guys. I can't wait to see you guys on the next video. We'll see you guys next time.